Hello. Hi. Welcome. So, today we're going to do one question readings. We're going to look at what I guess whatever you want to know, except for anything health related or legal related, anything that has to do with questions I'm not really legally qualified or ethically qualified to answer. I won't answer those. Other disclaimers: the future is not set in stone. Everything happens for a reason, but also we have free will. And anything that I read today is based on the current path that you are on. So, there are certain things like soulmates, twin flames, karmic relationships that you may not be able to control, but hopefully you'll find some clarity on. But the rest of it, you usually do have the power to make changes in your own life. So let's do that. So these readings are meant to empower you, offer you clarity and advice. What else? If you guys want to book a personal reading with me, you can on my website, zoethepsychic.com. I offer recorded readings or live readings, astrology readings. So check that out. My specialty is actually tea leaf reading. So if you guys want to dive into that, you can. What else? Subscribe to my channel. If I don't get to you today, then I will try to get to you next time. Donations are prioritized. So if you donate, you will be put to the top of the list. If not, I will be taking your questions, one question per person, and I will be picking the question that I'm intuitively drawn to. It's impossible for me to keep track of every single person on here. So if you want that guarantee that your question will be read, donate. If not, I will do my best. As far as PayPal, let me know if you do donate via PayPal, because sometimes I don't get the notifications. All right, now that I got that out of the way. Harshita, thank you. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Sorry, just had to get that out of the way. Okay. Question: why is my astrologer friend keeping a distance from me? So handy having an astrologer friend, am I right? Okay. Let's see what's going on. Give me a second. I'm not getting any ill will towards you from this astrologer friend. It feels like they just are not really sure what you want. That's the energy I'm getting. I also feel like there may be some offers that they're receiving that are kind of taking up their time. And I just feel like it's not really about you. That's the energy. It's just, I'm getting it's not about you. I don't really know what you want. Yeah, I keep seeing them not kind of being where they want in life. And this is the energy that I'm seeing. So it's not really about you. I wouldn't take this personally. Whatever you're going through, this feels like, forgiveness. This feels like reconciliation. It feels like, yes, I haven't been telling her my plans. Yeah, it just feels like this person doesn't really know what you want out of the friendship or out of the situation. And they're receiving offers, they're receiving like opportunities outside of this. So that's the vibe. I'm not seeing any kind of, if anything, I'm seeing things getting better. So yeah, I get that. But I feel like this is a blip, the Three of Swords, like I said, often represents after a painful time healing, forgiveness. The Ace of Pentacles, offers, job offers, you know, new opportunities. And I also feel like with the Page of Cups, it could very well mean like it just means that when you're reaching out, it's not being received. And that's okay. You know, life is lifing. I don't feel like this is a negative reaction. Okay. So I'm just not getting much to worry about on this front. It feels like as long as you guys are being open with each other and you're able to kind of just get past this phase, I'm seeing it as a phase. Okay. So that's the energy. All right. Honored. Thank you. Let me write you guys down. Shita. I'm definitely not going to be on here for as long as I was yesterday. So, all right. Can I get an update on Cappy's intentions with me? Okay. Cappy. Interesting. Give me a second. This person, I'm getting, they want to hit the reset button. It's like they're not ready for things to end, is what I'm getting. They're not ready for things to finish. That's what I keep hearing. I keep hearing, I want to start over. I'm so drawn to you. I want to start over. I don't want to let you go. I'm holding on. Okay. So that's the energy I'm seeing. I feel like there's a imbalance in how much you're giving to each other. You know, there has to be a give and take. This feels like one of you is putting in so much more effort than the other, and this person just wants to hold on to you. So that is the energy. I feel like this person's really drawn to you. They want to start over. They don't want to let you go. They are putting in a lot of energy, is the energy I'm getting. Do you feel that? Like things are in no way finished. The Eight of Pentacles reverse is giving me like this person is putting a lot of effort. Or it could feel like they're doing the little things like details, focusing a lot on details. Honored. I don't know if you're still there, but that is the message I'm getting for you. You asked me what their intentions are. It feels like an attraction, but it doesn't necessarily feel like love. Like, I don't know. It feels like unfinished business. There's definitely an attraction here. It may also feel like a responsibility of some kind. Like they feel responsible. There's a feeling of like, I want to start over. Yeah. All right. Well, I don't see you, so I'm going to move on. But I hope that helped. Yeah, I just don't see it being like a romantic thing. So, all right. Let's see. Stephanie, welcome back. What do my guides say about starting a music career? All right. Let's see. honestly, your guides are like, go for it. The Star, this is part of your path. I feel like you could definitely make it in the music industry. The Chariot is all about leveling up, success. And then the Queen of Swords is like a badass woman who like does her own thing, you know, focuses on her own success, thrives. So yeah. Oh, Honored. Sorry, but I kept losing connection. Just finished. I appreciate you as well, Honored. Yeah, so I feel like this could definitely be for you. I love how the star could mean you're going to be a star. Like there's generally a gift here. So yeah, I could see that for you. Okay, Honored, Stephanie. I'm going to try to keep these quick today so I can make sure to get to everyone since I'm not going to be on here as long. Okay. The FC, hi. What would happen next with the person M and I? Let's see. Interesting. It feels like things taking off and ending before they begin. Like with the Four of Swords, I feel like this is a time where it might feel like a lack of momentum, a lack of drive. But the Ace of Wands is like there's a spark, you know? But I feel like it's failing. It's fading. The spark is fading for some reason. This person has a lot of like pain in their heart right now. And I feel like they haven't fully expressed their feelings, expressed how emotional they are. There's this feeling of failing, like failure. So it could be that I'm seeing like breaking up or not being able to express yourself. I'm seeing tears. I feel like there's something there. It's like passion, excitement, but then it. Does that make sense? So this might not be what you want to hear, the FC, but it feels like this person's trying to hide their emotions. They're trying to hide their tears. They want to tell you how they feel coming through, but it feels like this is something. And you asked about the future. I feel like this is like trying to make something work, but it failing, it not coming through. So yeah, this person's like, I have to express myself, but also I'm heartbroken. I don't know. There's that energy of trying but failing. So I keep hearing like you waited too long or yeah. Sorry. All right, I'm gonna move forward. Katie. Hi, Katie. Thank you. And then Stephanie. All right, Katie. Will I be successful during my graduate journey in my classes? Let's see. What are we seeing? I'm not going to lie. The journey is going to be tough. Okay. With the Knight of Swords, the Seven of Swords, it's going to feel like people are constantly like trying to one up you or get ahead of you. But I do feel like ultimately with the Ten of Pentacles, it's going to pay off. You know, I see by the end of it, it will all be worth it. But it's giving me like you kind of having to take on a lot and deal with people who aren't necessarily your friends, you know, like work alongside them, or yeah, it doesn't feel like they have your best interest at heart. So it's kind of creating conflict. But I do see that overall it's going to pay off. I just see it being a little rough. Yeah. But the Knight of Swords is giving me the energy that you have what it takes to handle it. You have whatever it takes to be able to withstand it. But I do feel like you have to be careful with not taking on too much. I feel like whatever courses you're in, this is just saying like there is going to be some kind of conflict when it comes to the people who might be taking your spot or something like that. It feels like people who are working in your classes as well. This could be something to be aware of. Like I'm getting that each person is in it for themselves. And I feel like right now, what I'm getting is just like a lot of different loose ends that need to be tied up for some reason. I know that's a little conflicting, but the cards are just saying like there are a lot of bits and pieces, moving bits and pieces. It's not just as simple as you taking this course and passing it. It's like there's going to be more moving parts to it. With the Weaver, it does feel like there are things you have to finish before you can graduate or things like that. It just feels like people are kind of competing or taking your spot and you have to keep it, if that makes sense. No, I'm not getting any problem from the professors. I actually feel like, if anything, the professors like you. You know, I'm not seeing that being challenging at all. I feel like you just have to keep your life together mostly. I'm not going to lie, it's not going to be easy. There are a lot of different moving pieces, a lot of different things weaving together to make this happen. But I feel like, overall, it's going to pay off. And I feel like the field you're in is not easy. It's just not going to be a straightforward path for you. And how hard on a scale of 0 to 10? I would say a 7. I would say a 7. But I'm not discouraging you from doing it. I don't want to do that. I would say you asked me, and I'm being very open with you. This is not an easy journey for you, okay? But I do feel like it will be very rewarding at the end. Yeah. You know what? That's subjective. So if you feel like 7 is a good number, then it's a good number. All right. I'm going to move forward. Stephanie, would I enjoy my music career as a singer? Would you? I feel like at first it would take maybe a little bit for you to take off, but it's going to be so freeing for you. It's like it gives you flexibility. It allows you to get out of your shell. And I'm seeing a really exciting opportunity for you. So I feel like, yes, but it might drag on at first. It might feel like you're not getting anywhere. But I got to say, This is not a bad reading. It just means that the inspiration will come. It just feels like at first it will be kind of slow. Yeah. I'm seeing a lot of fire, passion, being able to be released from the bonds of like everyday life. A lot of new opportunities. I feel also that you would inspire other people, and that's exciting. Let me take a look further. Yeah, I feel like it's not an easy path, but I could see you really changing people's lives. It's more your own fears that could be stopping you. All right, moving forward. Katie, will my job at float pool work out for me during my school years? Thank you, Stephanie. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like when you say work out, if you mean not get fired, I see that. I don't see you getting fired. But I do feel like you're getting, like your energy is depleting. With the Seven of Cups, the Seven of Swords, the Well, it feels like your energy is being drained through this job. So you have to make sure that you're taking care of yourself and replenishing that well, right? Allowing you to be, have the, like, you need to be able to recharge, because the Seven of Swords is the thief, right? It's stealing that energy. So I get that. All right, moving forward. Thanks, guys. Keeping it more quick today so I can, make sure I get to a lot of people. What are the current energies of Vaibhav for me? Kritika. What are the current energies of Vaibhav for me? Breakup. Oh, that's sad. Sorry. I will get to you, Burton, in a second. Okay, I feel like this person's very focused on themselves and on their friends. I could see them being friends with you. I don't see them being lovers. I feel like it's more like they're friends. I could see them collaborating, but I do feel like it's not about you. I'm actually getting that this person blamed you for things that weren't your fault. Okay. I'm seeing that this person has a lot of trouble with intimacy. This person has a lot of trouble being vulnerable, being open with their heart. I feel like they're having trouble with intimacy and it's their fault, but they blamed you. And I'm getting that they feel like someday you can be together again. But right now they're focused on friends. It feels very platonic. So that's the energy I'm seeing, Kritika. It feels very neutral, very platonic. Like this person may be pointing fingers, or they may have said something like, oh, it was on you. But actually, they're the ones who have trouble getting close to people or getting intimate. So it could be, I don't know if you resonate with this. Maybe you couldn't connect like that. But this person does have hope for the future, that they want to be with you again in the future when they're able to work things out. So that is the vibe I'm seeing. I'm going to move forward. I hope that resonated. Burton, what are Gia's feelings towards me? Will the coffee date go well on Tuesday? Woohoo! All right, let's see. Let's focus on the first question. What are Gia's feelings towards me? Maybe we'll get more information. Hi, guys. Hi, Bonnie. Hi, Shelly. Hi, Kim. Hi, Shradak. Hi, Gaze Insights. Okay, Gia's feelings towards me. Interesting. Whoa. One thing I want to ask you, Burton, when you say how will the coffee date go, will the coffee date go well on Tuesday? Are these two separate people? I just want to make sure when I consult the cards, is this Gia going on a coffee date with you? Okay. I'm getting that Gia's not in a place where she feels financially stable. Like she feels like she's not secure in her life. And I do feel like she's very attracted to you. There's a very strong attraction, but also like I'm getting this desire to, I'm getting like a difficult conversation that you might be having. Like she might want to talk to you about something difficult for some reason. Because I'll show you, I'm getting all these swords, right? I'm getting the 10 of swords. I'm getting the 2 of swords, just someone who's kind of like, do I want to be in this or not, right? And I'm also getting the page of swords. Page of swords can often represent like in news, someone delivering important news. These cards are giving me the energy that there might be some kind of conversation that has to be had. But I'm seeing a very strong attraction between the two of you. But I'm also seeing it being like a divine timing thing. Like timing may not be right. Okay, timing, that makes sense. Because it just feels like the timing isn't right for some reason. But I'm getting such a strong attraction coming from her. And I'm also seeing, I'm not financially stable. I'm not able to be like the secure person that you might need me to be. The heart wants what it wants. Yeah, so I would gear yourself up for maybe a conversation that might be a little hard to take in. But I don't see it being like, this isn't working, or we can't make this work, It still feels like, it just feels like you don't know. I don't know. Does that make sense? It's rough. This coffee situation feels like kind of like an important moment for an important conversation. I was excited about this coffee date for you. But now I'm like, do I? So, yeah. I mean, there's definitely that there, right? This magnetism. This person thinks you're very, attractive. So, but am I getting like deep romantic feelings? I don't know. I'm not seeing that. Let me check in. Whatever's changing is going to change on Tuesday. I feel like it's going to be a very important conversation. All right, but you'll have to let me know. Okay, Burton. I have Burton, and then I have Katie. I did Burton. Okay, Katie, and then I have Mariana. Thank you guys for tuning in. Just so you know, I'm taking questions today, but as usual, donations are prioritized. So if you want to be put to the top of the list, you're welcome to donate. Okay, and then the FC. I probably won't be on here as long as I was yesterday. So, okay. There's also Crow's Nest. I'm just keeping track, guys, okay? All right, so we have Katie, Mariana, the FC, and Crow's Nest. You know what, Burton? I got that energy from you just based on the questions you asked me. But I do feel like sometimes people can be stubborn about it. Like they don't want necessarily another person to support them like that. It feels like she's a very independent person and gets very much in her head. All right, moving forward. So, Katie, when will I meet a good man for commitment? Let me ask my when will I deck. All right, so I'm definitely getting within the next 6 months, you're going to meet the person that you're meant to be with for commitment. I'm getting it being on a Wednesday. Yeah, I could see it being before the end of the summer. So August, latest September, I could see you meeting someone. Dun, dun, dun. So, yeah, the cards were pretty clear there. All right. Moving forward, Mariana. What do I need to know about possible work promotion? Let's see what comes up. Man, I feel like your boss doesn't like you or something. What I'm getting is it's really hard for you to trust your instincts or read this person. I don't know. I'm getting a higher up. It feels very difficult to read their energy. And I don't see you not necessarily getting on their good side. It feels like, I'll show you. The High Priestess reversed, the King of Swords. King of Swords is like the person in control, right? The person who holds the strings, who will tell you if you got a promotion or not. But the Two of Cups reversed is giving me this energy of like two people, this rapport not getting you what you want. So I feel like for you to really get a promotion, it's going to have to be about, like, let me ask the cards for more guidance, but I feel like you're going to have to find a way to build more rapport. There needs to be more of a connection. I do feel like it feels like no matter what you do, it's not going to matter at the end of the day. I got to tell you, when this card comes up and it's reversed, it's like you can try to do everything to get a promotion. You can you can sacrifice your heart and soul. But if this person doesn't see that, yes, my manager is leaving and she's been blocking me from progressing. Exactly. I put my name forward to stepping as interim manager when she leaves. Okay. I'm getting that this energy is that you're not going to be able to get that position because it's like no matter how hard you try, it's like it's not working. That's the vibe. I feel like this is a sort of blockage for you. So I know that's maybe not what you want to hear, but the energy that I'm getting is that you can take action all you want, but I feel like there's an opportunity out there coming for you that is not this position. Yeah, the Page of Pentacles is not giving me like career advancement. It's giving me, it could be a raise, but it's more like, I don't see it being like you moving up the ranks, if that makes any sense. I don't see you gaining power or gaining upper like status. Does that make sense? I don't see that promotion, but I could see you getting some kind of raise. So yeah, it's got to be really frustrating. I'm sorry you're going through that. It feels maybe like you're not being appreciated for everything you're doing. And it's really hard to read the energy or read the room. So I get that. All right, I'm going to move forward, but thank you, Mariana. Okay, we have the FC. Should I reach out to Lowell, or let them reach out? Is Lowell a name? I just have to know. You're welcome, Mariana. Because it's an interesting name. I'm pretty sure it's referring to a name, so I'll answer. Should I reach out to Lowell or let them reach out? Okay. Just checking because it has law in it and I don't do law things. So, all right. Okay. Let me see. Okay, I'm getting a very strong feeling of abandonment, a loss of power. Like it feels like this shift in power. I don't know. But I feel like you would have to reach out. I'm getting that this person doesn't think you care about them anymore. They're trying to hide how they feel. And I also feel like they're kind of thinking about your conversations or the past. So, yeah, I would say if I were you, based on this information, it doesn't look like they're going to reach out. It looks like they've kind of come to terms with the situation. And I would say if I were you, I would reach out, I don't see them doing it. It feels like they're not the person that's going to be the pursuer here, So my answer is I would say you should reach out because I don't see them doing it. All right. Crow's nest. Sorry. Crow's nest. Let's move on. I hope that helped the SC. All right. Jessica. I do not need to know that, but okay. Love for me for the immediate future. All right. Let's see. What is coming through for you? Huh. Interesting. Ooh. Give me a second. I have to read them all together. All right. I'm not going to lie. I feel like the energy is that there's you're holding on to things that happen with your ex. There was ex energy in this picture. I see someone coming back in that is someone who held your heart, okay? This person, it feels like there's ex energy. I feel like there is this energy of like, because of your past, you can see when there are red flags. You can notice them now. But I do see this person either imitating your ex, like reminding you of your ex, or your ex literally coming in. I'm not currently talking to anyone, so that makes sense. Yeah. But I could see someone coming up to you and flirting with you, but you realize that either they remind you of your ex or they are your ex. I'm just seeing like this ex energy, okay? And the cards are saying you need to release your ex, okay? Because new things aren't coming through until you can release them. I'm getting the King of Cups reversed, and the Tower reversed, and the Wheel of Fortune reversed. So this cycle needs to end, you know? There are some sudden advances coming through. I could see this happening very suddenly, you know, and you asked me, your question was like the immediate future, right? I could see this happening very soon, okay? But it will feel out of the blue. But you're going to need to clear your energy out. So that is my advice to you, Jessica. I can try to give you, like, I don't know if you know their sign, but I'm getting I'm getting Capricorn, Aries, or Aquarius vibes. So if your ex is one of those, it could be your ex. If not, it's a new person, okay, that reminds you of your ex because you're still emitting that frequency. Well, just, giving you some clues. But yeah. All right. Good luck with that. And I hope you let me know how it goes. I hope that you're able to kind of move forward, do the work, like release, create space in your heart. Do some like cleansing, cord cutting. I don't know. All right. Katie. And Leela. You're welcome. All right. Katie, will Jordan deeply regret our divorce at some point? Let's look at this Jordan. I love how the first card that I pulled was a card of the Five of Cups, which is like disappointment, regret, emotions, wallowing. The Three of Wands, someone who's literally watching from the outside. Someone who feels like their plans are befuddled with the Two of Wands, like they made the wrong decision. So this is giving me this person actually really regretting things. I'm getting, you don't know how hard it was to let you go. Like, I'm still thinking about it. I remember every detail of that day. I'm not stable. I'm not secure financially. This is interesting. It feels like, yeah, definitely getting this regret. So Sometimes we convince ourselves of things, like maybe he thought he was doing the best he could, or he thought that it was all worth it, and then realized it wasn't, So, yeah. All right. Thank you, Katie. All right, Leela, is the new guy I'm dating the one for me? Let's see. Do the cards have to say, universe? Soulmate energy, okay? This person, I mean, the fact that the first card that popped up is giving me soulmate vibes is... Let's see. Okay. This person, I feel like I'm getting kind of a... First of all, Four of Wands. This could be the person you marry. This is the person that makes you go from being this like person that's like, I don't know if I'll ever marry, to being the person that's celebrated. Your love is celebrated. I could see it taking time to blossom. It feels like a slow burn. But I do see soulmate energy. So my answer would be, this is a good thing. My answer would be yes. I feel like they are the one for you. So cool. Kritika, I did answer your question. So if you want to go back and look at it, I did answer you. So, all right. Cora, I do not do anything regarding health, pregnancy, or, law, anything that I'm not qualified to answer. Those aren't questions that I usually cover. Just letting you know. Yeah. No worries. You can go back and rewind. I think I did it pretty early on. All right. Shelly Maxey. Is Jay only after something short with me? Let's see. I get why you might be hesitant. There feels like some detachment and some boundary issues. Let me see. All right. I feel like this person is currently very obsessed with you, and it's really safe for you to open your heart to them, because I get your hesitancy, but I feel like you also have to take things slow. That is my advice to you. Take things slow. This person feels like they don't really know where the boundaries are with you. Yeah, I feel like it might feel that way, but I'm telling you that if you let yourself open your heart, it is safe to do that. I do feel like this person has feelings for you. The problem is that they have to get their own life together. And yeah, there's this energy if they like hearing your voice or they like hearing your laugh. Interesting. One thing I would be careful about for you is you might think, okay, your question was about their feelings, right? Whether they felt, whether they wanted to do things in the long term, But what I am feeling for you here is something that you might want to be aware of is that you might feel like you're the caretaker in the long term. That's something to think about, okay? it might feel like you're not happy with the dynamic you're in because they could be like lazy or not acting like, not giving the energy that you're looking for in the long term. Okay. So the cards just want me to say that to you because even if they have long term goals for you and it's safe for you to love them, it's like dating a man child. You know what I mean? You don't want to be the parent in the relationship, right? So it does feel like there's some lazy, like unmotivated energy coming from him. And if you had children together, you would be the only one taking care of them. Okay? That is the message coming through. So yeah, while he might have serious intentions towards you, I need you to also think about the long term and how it's going to impact you. Okay, so that's something just to be aware of. Yeah. I don't want to leave you with like, I don't know. I don't want you to rush into this and feel suddenly like, what have I done? You know, it's important to have all the facts before you get into it. But yeah. Okay. Katie, how will I be handling my life, work, and school and kids in general over the long term? All right. Let's see. Interesting. Okay. This is my advice to you, okay? Because what I'm getting is you being very spread thin, but there's not much you can do about it, okay? What I'm seeing is here's the guidance, okay? You have to create long-term plans. So this is sustainable. The energy is gambling right now, right? It feels like you can think about how things will go, but you have to come up with like a system. That's the vibe I'm getting. System, okay? Yeah. There's this feeling of like, I could see this really working out for you, but if you don't have that, yeah, that organization, that planning, that schedule, that, this has to work out in the long run. And I feel like those aren't solid right now. So yeah, the 7 of Cups, lots of different options, right? Putting your energy in a lot of different things. The Strength card is giving me like you have what it takes, okay? You have what it takes no matter what to deal with it. Whatever, the universe doesn't throw you things that you can't handle, okay? But what the Death card is giving me is that if you can't create long-term structure, if you can't have that like backup plan, the what ifs, a system, then something is going to have to be over. Something is going to be sacrificed. Okay. So you don't want to lose, right? You can't afford that. You can't afford to lose. You're juggling too much. So, systems. Yeah. Okay. So that's the energy. Piece of Cam. Thank you. Yeah, exactly, KB. You have to be able to juggle all this. So that is the advice. This card comes up when it's like you got to create systems. Hi, it's the Storytime Kitchen. All right, piece of cam, and then I'll add the Storytime Kitchen. Okay. Nick Music, you want me to make you a moderator? Hi. I'll just add you as a moderator then, and then we'll see. But thank you. Oh. Okay, that's fine. No, I mean, if you want to. I appreciate that. All right. Okay. I'll add you if you want some guidance. I'll add you after the Storytime Kitchen if you want to help out like that. Nick Music. We all donate our energy in different ways, I guess. Thank you. All right. Piece of Cam, what is your question? Let's see. Will Nia commit to me or is dealing with someone else? Is your question, or is she dealing with someone else? Also, Nick Music, I'm prioritizing donations. So you can see if there are free questions, I will always pick, I'm prioritizing people who donate over the questions. So anyway, all right. Yes. So, okay. Will Nia commit to me or is dealing with someone else? Is she dealing with someone else? All right. I feel like Nia is, I'm getting a strong sexual tension. Does that resonate? I feel like there is a strong sexual tension. Like you guys have a very strong attraction, but I'm also getting that she's not like available. That you don't share necessarily the same values. I feel like I could see her putting more energy into another person and not wanting to commit. I don't see this being about commitment. So my answer is, yeah, I don't see her committing. I could see her putting her energy into someone else. I feel like there's a very impulsive energy coming from her, you know? Nick Music, I'm actually just gonna, you don't have to keep a list, okay? Because I'm actually just gonna do it myself or, yeah, that's because I'm not taking people that are, yeah, it's just better if you don't do it, okay? I take it back, but I'll still give you your reading because I promised. All right. We don't share, yeah. So that's the energy I'm seeing, piece of cam. Yeah, I'm getting sexual connection right now. And I actually feel like she's giving a lot of that. So whatever that means, it feels like she might seem like she's giving a lot to you. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Okay. Piece. Okay. So story time kitchen, then Nick music, and then the story time kitchen. All right. Welcome to anyone who's here. I am answering questions and I am prioritizing people who donate. So if you donate, you will be put to the top of the list. Let me see. All right. The Storytime Kitchen. Zoe, my cat Spider is missing for 10 days. Is she okay? Can you just tell me what a cat spider is? Is that actual spider? Do I need to Google this? Cat spider. Oh, well, I see cat face spider. Have you guys looked this up? Is it a cat's face spider? Oh, okay, but it's still pretty awesome, right? Can we just appreciate that moment, please? I love that. Okay, I'm glad we clarified this. There is literally, I Googled cat spider, and there's literally a spider that is called a cat face spider, and it's actually kind of cute. So if any of you want to check that out. Oh, spider. Okay. Oh, I'm so sorry she's missing. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have laughed. That was it. Just I saw the face of the spider. But yeah, okay. Focusing. Oh, it's so hard when your pet disappears, especially kitty cat. I can't imagine the fear that you must be in. But yeah, I did look up cat spider. Anyway, so yeah, let's look. And as you know, I'm not the best at like doing these kinds of readings. So let's hope that it turns out okay. The good news is I'm feeling a lot of people finding this cat. Okay. It feels like this cat has been found. Oops. Let me see. The energy I'm getting with the Three of Cups is a feeling of like community, someone finding this this cat named Spider. And the Ace of Swords is like very important news, but it also represents victory. Okay. Now, the thing about it is the Page of Pentacles is reversed, is telling me that you might not hear about it right away, but I am seeing you receiving good, positive news about her being found. So, yeah. Yeah. I'm getting good cards, positive energy here. So, the energy I'm seeing is positive when it comes to this. I would say she's going to be found, but also these kinds of questions are really not my forte. But yeah, I did my best. Okay, I'm going to answer. All right. Peace around. I did Storytime Kitchen. Okay, Nick Music, what is your question? Yeah, I hope that you keep me updated. I really want to know if you don't see me on here, make sure to comment. Okay, let me know. All right, Nick Music, do you want to ask a question? I don't know what your question was. Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure I would. So, okay. I met this guy, Rashab. Think things went hayways because of his family. So currently don't know. Should I wait on him or another guy? Okay. First of all, I feel like this person wants you, okay? They want you really badly. I feel like they're holding out strong for you, but I can see what you mean, right? The 5 of Wands reversed, the 4 of Pentacles reversed. It does feel like things are getting in the way of you being with each other. But I also feel like their life is a mess. It's not even about the family. I feel like they have jealousy issues. So the question is, do you want to hold out for that? Yeah, I'm getting some like jealousy problems coming from them and them kind of being a hot mess. But they still want you. They still want to be with you. They still are drawn to you. So that is the energy. I can't tell you what to do about the situation. That's not my place. But I'm just telling you what I'm seeing. I don't think his mother is what's going to stop anything, okay? That is not what I'm seeing. All right, I'm going to move forward. Storytime Kitchen is next, and then we have Shrep, I believe. Shrep. Okay, Storytime Kitchen. Is your take that CC won't ever circle back? Oh no, I see them trying to reach out to you and circle back. This person, I see them wanting to make amends with you, or I see them wanting to reach out to you. I feel like they didn't realize what they lost until it was too late. So I keep seeing, finding out the truth crushed me. I want to make amends. I'm also getting the 9 of Cups, the cup of desire, of wanting something you can't have. The 4 of Cups feeling like a wake-up call, realizing that there is interest And then the Chariot, the pursuit, right? So, yeah, I could see them circling back around. Does that mean you will do anything about it? That's up to you, but I'm just saying, yeah, they will probably circle back around. Okay, you're welcome. Okay. All right, Shrub. Let's see. What is your okay? Is Taurus R a better person to marry or Libra S? I love questions like this. I appreciate you too, Storytime Kitchen. All right. So we're looking at a Taurus or a Libra. We have Taurus R or Libra S. I feel automatically, okay, that this Taurus R is, there's so much here. I see it being a stable, really more traditional, but very loving marriage. Yeah, it just feels like that. I'm getting that the Libra, I love how I got the Justice card when I looked at the Libra. But I'm also getting the Three of Swords, which is giving me like some ups and downs or things feeling like they have to be equal. Here's what I'm seeing. If you're looking for more stability and security, I would choose Taurus R. If you're looking for more of a passionate but up and down situation where you both treat each other like maybe like equals, but not like support, I would choose the Libra. So I can't tell you which one to choose, but I feel like marriage is much more stable and secure with the Taurus. So yeah. I'm getting a soulmate connection with this Taurus. Yeah, I feel like you would feel kind of trapped in this pattern with the Libra. Okay. Phantom Punk. If it's cool, may I have a reading on if I'll receive any good karma soon? First of all, I'm seeing yes. I feel like luck is on your side in general. I'm getting like a horseshoe. I'm also getting a stork. So this could be like the birth of something, the birth of new ideas, the birth of a business opportunity. Like this feels like inspiration, a breakthrough coming through. I'm getting like this need to accept criticism Like, you should not get worked up or take something the wrong way. It's the energy. The Knight of Wands is about the journey. It's that energy of let things happen, experiment, explore. This is not the time to settle for less. I feel like bad karma is something that is not permanent, New opportunities, excitement. I feel like the tides are changing for you. Exactly. The tides are changing for you, and this is a good thing. Yeah. All right. Welcome, guys. Remember, donations are prioritized. So if you want me to ensure that your reading is read, make sure to donate. If not, I will answer questions that I can. Okay. Phoenix, hello. I wanted to ask that have I met my partner already, or will I meet them in the future? Okay, I'm definitely getting that you met your partner already. King of Cups, soulmate energy, the Chariot. But then I've got the Six of Cups, okay? The Six of Cups is about the past. It's about exploring past situations, past relationships. I do feel like you've met the one for you, but it's a past situation. I feel like there's a lot of needing to keep your mind open because you may have closed yourself off, and expectations are not what you want them to be, okay? So, yeah, I feel like you've met them already. That's the vibe. All right, let's see. Star. Okay, what to expect in career, rest of July, any job offers? I will look mostly at the job offers part because I'm only doing one question for people who don't donate. Woof. Okay. I feel like you have veered off the path that you need to be on. The positions that you are, it's like, okay, the King of Pentacles reversed. It's like you're running into the wrong people. If you've interviewed for someone, it feels like you've interviewed for the wrong person. The Eight of Pentacles reversed is like someone usually represents internships or apprenticeships. It doesn't necessarily mean you making it, but it does mean that you're putting in a lot of effort that isn't really coming to fruition, okay? So that is the energy I'm seeing. I don't feel like you are headed in the direction you want. I literally got the Pathless card, which is a card of a lack of direction, a lack of focus. I think you really need to think about what you want and what your goals are, because this is showing me that maybe this field isn't for you. Maybe you're not like taking the right approach, but you're going to have to make a really difficult decision to decide if this is the path for you. Interesting. Yeah, I would be very careful where you put your energy this month when it comes to your career, because it's like you're doing things that aren't in alignment with you, and you could be so much more. So, welcome, guys. If you're here, I'm taking one question readings for free. I won't be here forever. I'm probably going to log off in like a couple more questions. But if you want to go to the top of the list, you can donate. I will make sure to answer your questions if you do. And yeah. Okay. Ruby, my question is, when is my soulmate coming into my life? Will they be exactly how I've seen them in my dreams? So that's 2 questions, Ruby. I'll answer the first one. Let's see what the cards have to say. I feel I'm getting like within 18 months. I could see it being in August, honestly, that your soulmate could enter your life. Yeah. I also feel like Valentine's Day is going to be a major holiday for you. So I see you possibly celebrating it with your soulmate. Libra. Okay, hello. I need to know what are my Aquarius thoughts about me at this time. Libra, Aquarius thoughts. Interesting. Well, Aquariuses are notorious for being difficult to read. Okay. I'm getting a lot of romantic feelings, but I feel like they're in pain. Like they're still feeling pain. They think about you a lot, but I also feel like they're trying to keep their cool. That's the energy I'm seeing. The 5 of Swords is giving me like they want things to work, but also there's some hurt. Okay. There's some feelings of hurt. But I'm also getting like, I love you. I love you. So, yeah, I love you, but I also feel pain. And I'm trying to keep it together. I'm trying to stay calm. I'm trying to heal. But also, I'm keeping myself veiled. Okay. And I keep seeing, I'm looking for you everywhere I go. Like, I see your face. So it's interesting. This person definitely has feelings for you. Pretty strong feelings. It's intense. But I could see how there's like a veil. They're definitely thinking about you, but things feel raw emotionally. All right. I'm getting really hungry, guys. I might have to go. Okay, back up. Can I get a card on my love situation? I think I'm going to try to take a question that is more intentional because I'm about to leave. I'm going to take like 3 more questions unless someone donates, but I will take about 3 more questions. Cora, will my boyfriend propose to me very soon? Okay. Oh, I got you guys. All right. The moon, the strength card, the 8 of wands. Why do I feel like this person is like needs to move in or something or move? I'm not seeing a proposal. I feel like they have strong feelings for you. I feel like they want to move fast or they want to, like, things are flowing. But I also feel like they're hiding something. They're not ready. But the cards are saying don't give up. It's just not going to happen on your timeline. This person is constantly thinking about you. But they also have this feeling that you're not as serious about them for some reason. Like they're in their head about it. So they're holding themselves back a little. But I feel like what you have is a really passionate, exciting situation, and it's going to change. But you have to keep an open mind. You have to be flexible. It's not going to happen on your timeline. All right, moving forward. Tammy, I see you. Okay. And I had a chat. And I also got money from, Tammy again. Okay, so we've got Tammy, Libra, and Tammy. All right, Tammy. Let's see, your first question. I had a chat with someone from my building, but he's so sneaky. What are his intentions towards me? Not a love reading. Okay. Thank you for clarifying. I'm not seeing bad intentions. I do feel like this person has like a lot of mental health stuff that they're going through. I wouldn't take it personally. I'm getting a lot of like anger. I'm seeing like a lot of double lives, hypocrisy, but I'm not getting that this person is evil. It just feels like they have a lot of mental health problems, or they have a lot of like inner turmoil. That's the energy I'm seeing. I actually feel like you don't have to see this person as a threat. Like they're going through their own thing. I wouldn't worry too much about it because I'm getting a lot of positive energy, honestly. I'm getting Queen of Swords, the Ace of Cups, like the Strength card. This is a situation you can easily overcome, no matter how much they seem to tempt you or taunt you. It feels like with the werewolf energy, this is somebody who is clearly like their own entity, especially with the Queen of Swords. Yeah, they're going through something. And that's honestly, it's not your problem. It's not your problem to fix other people. Okay, the Libra. Let's see. Libra, what is your question? And I see you, Marilyn. I'll add you after Tammy. And I will have to stop in a second just to get something to eat if I'm going to be here longer. Okay, Libra. What is your question? I'll add Tammy to after Marilyn, but Tammy, after Marilyn, I'm gonna take a quick second to eat something, or I will give you a hangry reading. Wait, Libra, I don't think you asked me your next question. Did you? Did we get to you, or what was your question? Because I feel like I answered something for you, and then you, did I? What's happening? Maybe I didn't. Well, maybe I did answer your question. Okay. I don't remember now. Okay. Good. All right. Moving on then. Tammy is next. And then Marilyn. All right, Tammy. Okay, can you tell me about my move more? You said it won't be my choice. Why? I am not remembering this one. I'm not remembering this one. I said that? I don't remember exactly what I said about this, to be honest. But what I am getting is a feeling of like you not having a lot of options. Like you're being forced into a position where you have to move no matter what. The 5 of Cups, the 8 of Swords, a feeling of not having another way out. And then the Page of Wands is like, I don't see this being the beginning that you want it to be. It's like, it's hard for you to see past. So I could see that being why it's feeling like you don't actually have that many options. The offers that you would want to leave may not pan out the way you hope they would. But on the plus side, yeah, I do feel like I could see you moving pretty far away. That might actually be a good thing for you. Yeah. All right, I'm going to read Marilyn next. And okay. Hi, can you tell me what kind of conversations my Scorpio aunt is having with other family members regarding me? Let's see. Immediately getting the 3 of Swords, which is giving me some not good energy. I feel like she's telling them not to offer you something, not to allow you to, like, is there a move coming, or not to allow you to move, or not to allow you to visit? There's some pain there, some betrayal. The Page of Cups feels like you're not invited, that energy. You're not invited. She's causing confusion. Okay? I'm seeing confusion. Marilyn, does that resonate with you? Yeah. I'm getting this feeling also of her twisting your story. There's a feeling of twisting your story. Like she literally wants your downfall with this Champion reversed. It's like she literally wants you to fail. I don't know. Like this feels like she's got a lot going on. Let me tell you that. You need to bide your time. Like trying really hard to make things work with them and just, trying to fix things now is not going to help. You need to plan ahead. Bide your time. Line up that arrow, right? We have the Archer card. Line up that arrow and make sure it shoots true, okay? Find the right moment. This is not the moment to try to fix things because it feels like a lot of damage has already been done. This feels like you have to wait. You have to wait a little bit for the right moment, for things to align. And it sucks to have someone talking about you behind your back, but I do feel like there is support for you. You know you're not alone. There's an energy of support. And yeah. I see you, Tammy. I will get to you. Like I said, I'm going to take a quick break. Then we'll do Tammy and Tammy. I'm going to take a 5 to 10 minutes break because that is important. Otherwise, I will die of hunger. And I'm not fun to read. I don't like to read people when I'm hungry. So that, please, you don't want that. Trust me. But yeah. And also, guys, you can always book a reading with me if you want to dive deeper. If these readings resonate with you, I can definitely book a personal reading with you. You can go to my website, zoethepsychic.com. And if I don't get to you today, then I will do my best some other time. Okay. So I will be right back. Talk to you shortly. Okay, hello. Do you guys ever feel like you're just like, oh, I got some stuff there. Okay. Do you guys ever feel like you are just like waiting to be rejected? I had a really difficult conversation. Or more like this person was like, I'm going to tell you something, but I'm going to have to wait till after work. And now I'm just like waiting because I don't know what they're going to tell me. It's very frustrating. Anyway, I know it's like when someone's like, I have to talk to you. You immediately know it's probably not about something great. It's so annoying, right? Like keeping you hanging like that. I've been spiraling today. I'm like, I know that's not healthy, but it's like, anyway, we're going to move on. You guys are great. Maybe it's a good news thing. I hope so. They said it's not bad, but it's something I've learned and I don't know. And it's like, yeah. Put myself out there, Putting your heart on the line is very tricky. All right. Why? Let's look at Tammy. So, why will be the person I will settle down with again? If you already asked me this question, I don't remember what I said. So, okay. I will stop probably in 15 minutes, guys. I'm just giving you a heads up. I have to make dinner at 5. All right. This person, I'm seeing them very giving or loving. But I could see them being like a Libra or somebody that kind of indecisive. They don't really know what they want. They're just like, they like trying new things. They don't have like these set goals or opinions on things, which makes them more flexible. And I feel like they're really good at putting you first, at prioritizing you, making you feel seen, special. Wait, you didn't ask this question? Pretty sure. Oh, what? Wait, who will I be? Okay. You said again. Okay. So, moving forward, I feel like this person is someone who likes to, I'm seeing a lot of like philosophy or psychology. There's somebody that is very well educated and they love to learn new things. And I feel like they have a lot of self-awareness and self-respect. So that is coming through here. I'm getting them being very family-oriented. I could see them having children. And I also feel like the job that they do, it may not be, I feel like they make a lot of money from it, but it's like through deals. That's the energy I'm getting. Through transactions. I could see them being in sales. I also feel like they're really good at, like, I don't know why, but they have the skill of storytelling. They capture you with their stories, with their, with their vision. And I could see them speaking multiple languages. Honestly, I could see them being someone who speaks multiple languages. But yeah, there's somebody that is pretty new to love, but I see them reading a lot of like self-help books. I do feel like they're very career oriented. I could see them being a Capricorn. I could see them being a Sagittarius, an Aries. Yeah, I'm getting that kind of energy. this fiery, assertive sort of energy, like boss energy. Oh, could be a realtor, but yeah, I could see them trying to seal deals with people, but having like their own. Yeah, that it could definitely be a realtor. I also feel like it could. I'm getting with the runes. I'm seeing a T in their name. I could also see an F being a big part of their name. So TF could be initials. I'm also seeing Tiff. I'm trying to think of a name with Tiff. Like, I know I can think of like Tiffany, but yeah. But anyway, it could be fit. This person could be very fit. But yeah, FIT, or maybe they went to FIT. The point is that there's somebody also, I see them having a lot of swag. Like the way they dress, the way they look, they appear to be someone who is very put together, someone who you feel very drawn to because they look expensive. Okay. So that is the vibe. I'm seeing them liking gardening. I could definitely see them having a very masculine presence. I don't know, getting this very masculine energy. So I feel like that's a lot for this one live. I got you guys insights. All right, so it's Tammy and then Gaze Insights. Yep. Okay. Will my daughter move with me? Let's see. I am not seeing your daughter moving with you. You want me to tell you why? Because I see the Hermit. And what are hermits notorious for? Being alone, right? It feels like with the Tower, this person, I don't see them moving with you. The Seven of Wands, there's some boundaries here that are being set. So that's what I'm seeing. But obviously, we all have free will. Okay, next, Gaze Insights. What should I do in the present to earn an income using my abilities? Are there any opportunities you see? Okay. Interesting. I keep seeing you working with families. Interesting. I also feel like you have a lot of knowledge that a lot of people don't possess. Maybe you know weird facts, or you've read a lot of books that other people haven't gotten to. I'm getting a lot of spiritual energy. I could see you also helping people abroad, helping families. There's something about families here, something about storytelling, working potentially with children. But I just feel like you're not meant to be in one place. That's the vibe I'm getting. I don't see you in a spiritual path. This feels very much grounded in reality. This feels like I could see you building homes, or yeah, I feel like there's families involved, family. But the Sphinx is giving me something that is like not a secret, but it feels like clear, like either clearance needs to be had to access it, or it's like knowledge that not everyone can access or have. Like you might have had to study for it, or you might have had to, yeah, it feels like knowledge that just isn't there. I keep seeing things that have to do with parenting, like parenthood. Interesting. Does that resonate with you? This could be you teaching people. I'm getting like you could be a teacher, but I feel like you're taking care of someone. You're taking care of people. You're nurturing something. And I feel like opportunities are coming through for you in this field where you're sharing your insight and knowledge with people. Like training people, coaching. It just feels like you're teaching people. And I just keep seeing parents, family. Yeah. I see you being like having a successful career, but mostly being on your own in it, not necessarily working for someone else. I see you being like at the top of it, like being in charge of it. Probably like working for yourself or in a situation where you are being celebrated yourself, where you're pushing yourself up. This could be like freelance. But yeah, I keep seeing this energy. So something to think about, I guess. Been creating a program for family business and generations. That makes sense. You know, botanist is parenthood, legacy. You know, it feels like these cards are very much family oriented cards. And that's what I'm saying. But the Six of Wands is a sign of success, of, you know, you being in charge, you being at the top. So, yeah, I would say there are opportunities coming up for you. But obviously, if you're in this building phase, you know. And I see you guys. Okay. Okay. Okay, I see. So next would be, I see Tammy. Hang on. Okay, I see Katie is next. And guys, I'm going to be stopping in like 5 minutes, so no more donations, okay? I see Bree. So Katie, Bree, and Tammy. And then we have, did I? Yeah. Oh, thank you. I just made it. Tie-dye. Yeah, so right now I'm just prioritizing donations, but I do take free questions when there aren't any. Okay. So Katie, Bree, and Tammy, we got this. And then guys, I'm going to be going. So will Jamie, manager, allow me part-time after some time? Okay. Oof. I'm getting this being a no. I feel like you're going to be shouldering a lot of the burden. So, no. That's the energy. All right, I'm going to move forward. That was pretty straightforward. Bree, will this California PA be a good for me? Bree, do you want to like rephrase that? Does PA, what does that stand for? And also, be a good for me. What does that mean? Be a good job for me, be a good position for me, be a good career for me, be a good, I don't know. I should be back. I'm going to try to be on as much as possible, you know, so I try to be on tomorrow. Unless an appointment comes up or something like that. But yeah, you guys can always book a reading with me so you can have a guarantee of when I'll be on or when I'll be able to talk to you. But if not, it's kind of like I don't have that capacity to give you guys a schedule just yet. Okay. Okay, will this move to California be a good move for me in life for something different in job? All right, we'll see what comes up. I'm immediately getting boring. Like you'll feel very bored in this position, in this move, in this situation. I'm getting just a lot of like feeling like things aren't happening, having to create your own events, basically. Yeah. I just feel like boredom. So I would say if you're looking for, it depends on what you're looking for, but I don't feel like this is the, like if you're trying to settle down maybe, but this feels like indifference. It feels kind of like things aren't moving forward or backwards. Like you'd have to create these opportunities for yourself to take leaps, to take risks. Nothing is pushing you towards that, you know? So that is what I'm seeing. And then Tammy is last, I believe. All right. I feel very excited when my daughter talks about her work since it's connected to the job I did before. You see me possibly get employed in the same industry. That's cool. So we're going to just keep this straightforward. Let me see. My answer is I don't see you getting into the same industry. The Eight of Cups feels like your time has passed. The Death card is about letting go, changing, right? And I also feel with the Five of Pentacles, this is a sign that, you know, things are not as they seem anymore. It feels like, you know, I feel like it's pretty straightforward as far as the message that this is not the career path for you. But I'm glad you're able to get this kind of excitement through when your daughter speaks about it. And I always empower people if they want to do what they want to do, then go after it, okay? But I'm telling you, it's going to be a difficult adjustment, a difficult path. And there's a lot of thinking about it and skill set that has changed over time. It's not the same as it once was. I also feel like it would be quite an uncertain path for you. It would require a lot of determination, that an energy that you may not have at this time. So, but yeah, it's your prerogative what you want to pursue. Okie dokie. I'm going to go, guys. Thank you for being here. I will try my best to be here. And make sure to book a reading if you want to. Expect a new pick a card reading on Thursday. I believe it's a relationship one. So that's exciting. And yeah, subscribe to my channel. I'll be back. Bye.